All right. So I don't know if you're following the feud or not. Obviously, a massive bomb was dropped just an hour and a half ago or 2 hours ago on Twitter that led to a bunch of different things. Elon Musk, Rob, if you can pull up the tweet, tweeted at 3:10 Eastern Standard Time, time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
Elon Musk just torched Trump with one savage line. Trump's on the Epstein list. Yeah, he really said that. But before we break it all down, let me make one thing clear. This isn't about Epstein. This is about power. This is about dominance. This is Elon Musk playing 4D chess while the rest of the world is still fumbling with checkers. Let's get into the video.
This thing gets 581,000 likes, 212,000 retweets, 100+ thousand comments, 49 million views in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Rob, if you go a little bit lower, and he doubles down and says, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Alex Jones, timeline pin drop, right? Go back a little bit. He says this. If you go look at today's Tesla stock, Rob, I send you the link in the comment section, in the note section that I have. Tesla had its worst single-day drop-off ever in the history of the company. So when you look at this, Rob, there's a story I just sent you from Financial Times. It's important for the audience to see this. I put in my notes section. If you go to it, I send it to your text as well. It's important to see this because this shows the correlation of what's going on. When you look at how Tesla was affected by this, it's not a small drop-off. 14% plunge in biggest one-day valuation drop on record for Tesla, okay? On record for Tesla. So just imagine how his day's been today, right? The sell-off erased $153 billion of valuation from Tesla, the single biggest ever. Go to the next slide, Rob, if you could, and watch what it shows. These are the other days. June 5th, 2025 goes down as the worst. The other one was 25 March, 2 months ago. And then you see the rest. So it's not been a good day for Musk. Now, earlier, when the whole big, beautiful bill, Musk dropped a tweet a couple days ago saying, look, I'm just going to say it. It's not a big, beautiful bill. Then Trump earlier today, while I was doing a podcast with Charlie Kirk, Trump came out and said a few things. Rob, if you want to put out the video, I don't know if you have the video or not, what Trump said. I'll read this if you have it, if you want to go back to it. No, what you just said, put it right there, I'll read it. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. So it's not like this is a one-sided thing. They're going back and forth. Rob, there was a video that the president is saying, he's probably next thing he's going to say some bad things about me. I don't know if you guys saw that video or not. You saw it when Charlie Kirk played it today while we were talking. And while all this stuff is going on, by the way, apparently, allegedly is a better phrase to use. Is this it, Rob?
He hasn't said bad things about me personally.
That's the one.
Okay, yep.
That's the one. Watch this.
We've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up and campaigned for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his house being set on fire, which was terrible. But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have we want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, it became a little bit different. And I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody. And he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape. He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
That's right.
But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
The President of the United States is the most powerful man in the world. So why would anyone, especially someone as strategic as Elon Musk, choose to make an enemy out of him? It doesn't add up. Elon has donated money to Trump in the past. He's publicly said that if Trump hadn't been elected, the U.S. would have been in serious trouble. He acknowledged Trump as a force that disrupted the system and prioritized the people. So why now? Why put a wedge in a movement he once believed was saving the country? What changed? If Elon truly believed Trump was good for America, then this sudden jab feels less like a principled stand and more like a calculated move. Either Elon's values shifted, or he's playing a deeper game that risks alienating the very movement he once backed. Whatever the reason, it raises real questions about loyalty, power, and the cost of ego in the world of politics and influence.
Right. So, Rob, I can't hear myself. If you guys want to turn the mic on, I cannot hear myself now. Let me check this here. Okay, much better now. So you see that being said, and all of a sudden, allegedly, while we're going through this, of course, the Democrats are going to capitalize off this. They just tweeted this an hour ago, killed the bill and released the Epstein files. Elon Musk just unfollowed Stephen Miller, unfollowed Charlie Kirk, and unfollowed Trump, all on X. That just happened. And while this is going on, more continuation of what he said. A guy named Ian Miles Chung, Rob, I don't know if you saw this one or not. A guy named Ian Miles Chung goes out there and tweets something. If you can go to his handle, this is very interesting what he tweets. He tweets out there, if you go to his account, he goes out there and tweets the following. Now, you either trust this guy, you don't trust this guy. Go a little bit lower, Rob. Go a little bit lower. Go a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Lower. There's a tweet he puts out where he says they should impeach Trump. And right there, that's one. Go a little bit lower. President versus Elon. Who wins? My money is on Elon. Trump should be impeached and J.D. Vance should replace him. Weird. And guess who retweeted that? Elon Musk did. Elon Musk retweeted that. So if you can go on Elon Musk's tweet, Rob, go on Elon Musk's tweet. Musk retweets that. What is he saying? So Musk is officially called for the impeachment of President Trump. Right there, yes. So this just got bad from a big, beautiful bill to all this stuff. And now, if you use your imagination, God knows what happened with that black guy. That black guy, was it a fight that took place? Somebody swung and it really offended Elon. Is like, look what I'm going to do to you guys. Is that a Lutnick? Is that, I don't know who else did it. Who else will be in that room? I don't know who it is. Maybe, but think about it. That doesn't accidentally happen. And you want to do something like this too. Maybe it was a meeting while they're calling each other out and somebody just, because Elon started calling out Trump and it got nasty and then somebody swung and then somebody was the peacemaker bringing it in. I'm not speculating. Remember, the key word is allegedly. We don't know any of this stuff. But the timing of all of this is a little weird. Timing of all this is a little weird. So now I went on X and I ran a poll. And then I'm going to open it up because I want to hear some of the things you guys want to say. Rob, if you can go on my account. I ran a poll and here's what the poll is. I asked, who do you believe more? Simple question. Trump, Musk, or neither? This was an hour, 46 minutes ago. 41,000 people have voted. So that's an ample amount of voters. 41,000. Rob, pick one of them. Look at that. Okay. Nearly twice as many people believe Musk as they do Trump. And you know my audience.
Wow.
This is my audience. This isn't like it's
random. Freaking,
no, this is not. Poll. So, look, if you're watching this and you enjoy when we go live on these types of things and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And, it's just a weird situation when you see this. I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of theories. I'm going to pause here while we're going through this. Vinny, what's your reaction?
Before we get to Vinny, I'm just wondering, why would Elon say Trump is on the Epstein list? Let's be real. He knows there's no evidence Trump went to the island. He knows Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago. He knows Trump cooperated with investigators. So I don't think this was about exposing Trump. This was about shaking up the base. It was a tactical flex, a move straight from Trump's own playbook. Throw a grenade into the room and watch who flinches. He's saying, I think Elon Musk is saying, I'll expose the elites, even the ones who used to stand beside me. I think he's telling the world, you can love Trump, but don't forget who rewired the internet. And he's not here to write coattails. He is the coat.
Well, first, I want to give credit where credit's due. I don't remember the actual date. How many months ago would you say that we were having a podcast prep and it was the H1B1 debate something? How long, Rob?
What would you say, Rob? 4 months?
That was December.
No, it was after Trump had been elected because it was the H1B1
Trump was elected.
debate.
Trump is in, and guys, and you guys were everybody in this room was there. So I have witnesses. There was a moment where you stopped and you looked outside the window, and it was a long pause, and you shook your head and you said, "This is not going to turn out good." And something about Elon. You mentioned something about Elon, and it's come to pass, and we're seeing it happen live. So I have to give credit. You called this a long ass time ago. Like you said, the timing is off. I know Brandon has a really good theory about Peter Thiel and JD Vance, who JD Vance has been very, very quiet lately. But I mean, my one thing I took away, because the biggest thing, okay, you could beef, you could talk crap, go back and forth. The bill, I get it, his stock is dropping. If you're saying that Trump is on Epstein's list, you're basically indirectly saying that Donald Trump is a pedophile. If that's true in your mind and he's on that list and that's the only reason, then you knowingly, Elon, are hanging out with a pedophile. You got this pedophile basically in as president. You put $250 million in, so you backed him. You let your child X hang out with them alone. Remember when they were walking on the lawn to go to Marine One. So if that's the case, you're a complete hypocrite. But at the end of the day, what does Elon know about the list? Who's seen that list? And again, I'm over that list because whoever's been looked at it, changed it, FBI, old FBI, new FBI, I don't give a damn about it. But I think this is extremely ugly, and it's not going to stop right now. And he said he withdrew the Dragon. What was it, Rob? He just took out
the Dragon Starship program.
The Dragon thing. He's saying he's scrapping it, so there's no more recyclable rockets. Here's my thing. I voted for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Elon Musk. Thank you for the help, but this is not only disrespectful as shit. I get it with the money, but when it comes to governing this country, that's who I voted for, and I can give two shits what Elon Musk feels. But mind you though, here we go, and you showed a little bit of it. 6 months ago, the left was calling Elon a Nazi, a legitimate Nazi. Now they're all bending over, and they're all giving it up for freaking Elon now. So how phony and how fake these freaking people are. Fake, phony as hell, all of them.
Straight up, right off the bat.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Elon's tweet about Epstein is purely trying to get under Trump's skin? It's because he knows something? Where do you think that tweet lies? Do you think there's credibility behind the tweet, or do you think he's just trying to get under the skin?
I think he's trying to getting under the skin because...
What's your ratio? 90-10 under skin?
90-10 under skin. Because the left would have used the Epstein thing before Russian collusion.
Exactly. That's the point.
There's no way. Are you kidding? Yeah.
So
absolutely
where are you
way.
at, Brandon?
Yeah, so I think there's two things here at once. I think that there's truth behind the Trump Epstein connections, but not from the standpoint of him being on the pedo list or anything like that. I think there is a lot of evidence to show that maybe Trump had a lot of blackmail stuff where he used blackmail against people because he was mentored by Roy Cohn. He bought the Plaza Hotel. He bought the boat from the international arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi. So those are things that were allegedly used for blackmail. So I think from that side of things, he could have been involved in that type of stuff, but not the child sex trafficking type of thing, obviously. And Elon, I don't think he's doing this for pure intentions to get under Trump's skin. I think this feels like a coup where Elon's been friends with Peter Thiel since the PayPal mafia days, and feels like a situation where maybe they were trying to get JD Vance in and they saw an angle to do that from that day of the assassination attempt, because it's weird that JD Vance becomes the vice president the day after Elon strongly endorses Trump, and they loaded up Doge with Palantir employees. Now they have that Palantir Doge plan going forward, and maybe they were planning this entire time that the second that Trump isn't doing exactly what Elon wants, then they're going to execute this, because Elon wants a technocracy. He thinks that government should not be in charge, that private business owners like the tech elites should be in charge. So yeah, I think there's two things true at the same time. I think that like Trump, yeah, he did some stuff where maybe he used blackmail as a currency in the past, but I think Elon has dark intentions. He's not America first.
And real quick, how would they be able to get Trump out? Would the Epstein something list be able to get him impeached?
I don't think they will, because I think there's a reason that the Democrats didn't use that. Like, it's very telling that, like, it's not hard to find stuff that is weird about what Trump did during the 80s with buying certain properties and hanging out with certain people. The left never mentioned that once, and what that tells me is they do not want to touch that thread. Like, the fact that they tried these far-fetched attempts to get him on overpricing real estate, and like this girl might have said something, this and that, and never even spoke about the Epstein list, tells me that they have a lot of friends, if not themselves, that are involved with that situation. I think this goes into both parties, and like they will not touch out of the 10-foot pole.
Yeah, because if the Democrats have had this for all this time, why didn't they use it? If you have the FBI Epstein list and they have it, Trump's on it, you don't think they're going to do something with it? And why does Trump have so much confidence to be as aggressive as he was running? If you're on that, Herman Cain, people found out Herman Cain had a mistress on the side and it was public. Within 5 minutes, he dropped that. Him and his wife were arguing in the RV. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
It was out. You think this is going to last this long?
PBD made a great point. If Donald Trump was on the Epstein list, there's no way he would have ran for president. And I 100% agree. So now the question is, was it betrayal or was it brilliance? Drop a comment. Is Elon Musk playing 4D chess, or did he just cross the line with Trump? And if you're sick of weak takes and corporate media lies, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and welcome to the rebellion.